I said something. I forgot what it was, but I said it.
Wait, I did that wrong, didn't I? Haha. Well, there we go, folks. I'm already screwing it up. Welcome to another episode of the G.N.A podcast, where we just wake up, drink, and talk about stuff. So we have a rather interesting crew here. We have Senor Damok. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm still alive, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. And we have someone that we thought was dead but isn't dead, or maybe he's just a lich. Maybe he's a lich lord doing another podcast with a G.N.A name. Cecil Xavier, how are you, buddy? Yep, just as I expected. A lich. We gotta find his skull and crush it.
I'm great, man. How you feeling?
I feel like I just woke up and started drinking.
Those are the best ways to wake up. I mean, the only better way to wake up is like waking up to a BJ and a beer.
And bacon.
Yeah, but not cooking in the same bed with you. Like, we don't do that. We saw The Office.
No, obviously not.
How are you doing, man?
Like I said, I feel like I just woke up and started drinking, which I am. Which brings us to the next part of this, what everybody is drinking. So, Cecil, how about you?
So, I am actually drinking I'm counting it as special. I've never had it before. I know it's been around for a while. Okay, quick thing. I've been watching those hot ones on YouTube, and they're all different people, like Weird Al, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Tenacious D, all sorts of different people have been doing this. And one of the people who did it was Steve Austin. And one of the things he was pimping out was his beer. And like, I've watched wrestling. I've enjoyed it, you know. I'm not ashamed to say I enjoyed wrestling. I enjoyed watching it. But he was pimping out his beer that he made, and he was super excited because he's like, yeah, I really had, like, I had everything to do with it. You know, we had so many different beers that we were working on, and I tasted all these different ones, and, you know, I have specific things that I like, and, you know, he was really getting into it. So I'm like, all right, well, this dude's pretty passionate about beer. I guess I'll try it. So my brother, Fairweather, actually ordered me a 4-pack. I went to go order a 4-pack and forgot to. Thankfully, he hooked me up. He hooked me up with a 4-pack of El Sogano's Brewing Company, Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA.
Interesting.
And it's pretty cool. It's got like a little. It's a pretty simplistic thing. It looks very southern. It's got a barbed wire circling the circular logo, and then a skull that's been all cracked. And it's a 6.7 by volume. And this is a 1 pint can. And I wasn't expecting much because, you know, hey, he's a wrestler. I really wasn't expecting much. I was setting my bar really low, and I got to say, I am blown away. It's got all the things that I really like out of a beer. It's got a lot of bitterness. It's got that. Okay, so you know how the attack is super smooth, like almost like there's nothing there. You get a little bit of floral smell from it. The washover, as soon as it hits the roof of your mouth, that's where all of a sudden the flavor just explodes. And you get all this bitterness and this very, very harsh grapefruit flavor, like just tailing the end of it. The thing that I like about it is that the aftertaste, it's there, but it's not, it's there just enough. You know, the bitterness in the aftertaste is there just long enough, and then it just disappears. And then you just have this very light bitterness to it.
So it's not an offensive finish.
It starts off like it's going to be extremely offensive. And then it smooths right out to just being like, yeah, I was there. And just, if I were to describe it as a person, the person walked up, punched you in the mouth, turned around, and just started slowly walking away. And just walked away. And that's it. Like, that's what it tastes like.
So it's like Steve Austin.
Yeah, man. If if I were to say I need a beer to describe Steve Austin, he nailed this. This is him 100%. And this is going to sound gross, but this definitely tastes like him.
Well, I was just about to say you were just hammered in the face by him, so I'd expect so.
What about you, Zyber? What are you drinking?
I am drinking a G.N.A. classic of the Dogfish 60.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Damok, how about you, man? What are you drinking?
Well, for the show, I cracked open a bottle of Old Faithful, so I have some Dark Hollow to wash my sorrows down.
I love Dark Hollow. Tastes like sadness.
Wow. All right. Before the show, you were holding up a can of Elysium. That's what I thought you were drinking.
Oh, no. I would actually talk about that because the Elysian Space Dust IPA is in a can that I found randomly last night, along with the tall can of Voodoo Ranger, along with the tall can of Devil's Backbone 8-point, and I crushed those last night. The Space Dust I crushed while playing some Ace Combat, and I couldn't tell you how it tasted. I liked it better out of a can, but I drank it so damn fast because it just tasted so fucking good. Couldn't put it down. Paused the game and drank it.
Isn't it so much better out of a can?
Oh, yeah.
Surprisingly, yes. And I like things out of a bottle more than I do out of a can. I was really surprised.
So I like stouts out of a bottle, but I like IPAs out of a can.
Agreed.
And I don't know, like Guinness out of a can is okay, but Guinness out of a bottle I think tastes better. But IPAs, for some reason, I like a lot more out of the can.
Guinness can only be had on draft. It does not taste good in can or bottle.
Okay, I could agree with that. However, when all I've got is a choice of a bottle or a can, I prefer it out of a bottle.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
But yeah, I had the Flesh and Blood, the Dogfish Head Flesh and Blood IPA. I first found that out of draft somewhere. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I actually found it in cans, and I didn't buy it because I went, oh God, canned beer is like the worst. And my brain was like stuck on it's got to be a bottle for it to be good. And then somebody said, dude, buy it in a can. You'll love it. I'm like, oh God. And I bought it and they were right. And I loved it. And every time I go to find IPAs, if I can, I find them in can first. Next, I resort to a bottle.
And you can relive that conversation around episode 120-ish of the G.N.A. podcast.
Oh, was that where I was doing the Flesh and Blood?
Yeah, I think somewhere around there. It was after the Deckard Cain reading. It was like 18, 19 episodes after that.
Oh God, yeah. Don't continuously bring that up. I wanna forget that forever.
But all right, in the guise of forgetting stuff, how about we move along and go to what we're playing, State of Games, where we pontificate and talk about state of games as they are in our lives, our woes, our happies, or just what we're playing. And let's start with Damok. How about you, buddy?
Oh man, poor choice to start with me. Let's see. Since I got a new graphics card, I've been playing everything. Absolutely everything that I could not play at above 60 FPS at 1440p. So I've picked everything back up. Some more Elite Dangerous, some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Specifically, I've been playing the Warzone, even though I did complete the campaign on the regular Modern Warfare. I've been playing Monster Hunter. I've played some Doom Eternal. I've played a lot of Black Mesa. I'm about to finish that out. Just, I didn't need a good graphics card for that. It's just a good game. I've played Turmoil. I've been stuck for the last several hours in Ace Combat 7 and playing that non-fucking stop for the last couple hours, and I plan to go right back to it after this. Played a little bit of Rise of Ruins, and while I was working, I found a porn game to play that I've actually enjoyed. It's called Being a Dick, like D-I-K, because that's the fraternity that you have to rush, and it's one of those story click, 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 and read a whole bunch of stuff with the, blah, blah, but it's definitely a porn game, and I really enjoyed it for some awkward-ass reason. I just clicking through and then do some work and click back through and do some more work, and yeah, I've been playing a lot of fucking everything lately.
All right. Cecil, how about you?
Dude, I really haven't played all that much. I played some Call of Duty Warzone. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I've really had a chance to play, and I haven't even really played that all that much. I bought Ace Combat 7 because Damok forced me to. He actually drove down here, held a gun to my face, and said, click these buttons, buy it now, and don't refund it, or I'll come back. He actually did that.
He did that to me as well.
Yeah, I know. He's a dick. I have yet to play that. I'm going to. I'm really going to. I just I don't know when. I'm at my last class, dude. Like I'm about a quarter of the way through my last class, so I'm still playing the game of life. However, if in the next 4 or 5 weeks I've come back on the show, the game I'll be playing is actually called Business Simulator, because my last class involves me playing a game. It actually involves me doing a business simulation, which I've got to run a company for like 6 quarters.
Oh, wow. All right.
So I actually have to play a game for my degree, which is pretty cool, actually.
Well, that shouldn't be any contest for you, because those like SimCity games and everything, I remember you being absolutely amazing at them.
I was pretty good, but I don't know how I'm going to work on this, because this is actually like designed by a whole bunch of really smart people that are just trying to screw me over.
But you're one of those really smart people.
Oh, stop.
Isn't that like the democracy game where you have to manage the economy and everything like that, and it's made by a bunch of super smart people, and it's really, really fucking difficult?
Probably, but this is meant to, like, I don't know. Honestly, I haven't even played it yet, so I don't even know what it's meant to be. Like, all I know is from what I've been reading from the other people who've done it, and they've been like, oh yeah, you got to be making a profit by the third quarter, or you're never going to make a positive score. And I'm like, all right, well, no need to put stress on me or anything. And then other people are like, oh no, you don't have to worry, because the first 2 quarters you're not going to make any money. So like you want to be making money by the third, maybe fourth quarter, and then like fifth and sixth should be good. I'm going, okay, getting a lot of mixed signals here. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. But Damok, what's that picture you posted? You saying that I can't get the beer that I'm drinking here?
That's what the damn official brewery says, that it's not available in Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina. It's all over the Northeast. It's all over the West Coast. And of course, duds in Texas. But yeah, where did you get it from around here? Because I tried to look it up and Total Wine doesn't sell it. And sadly, that's kind of...
Maryland?
It doesn't show it in Maryland, Total Wine, either.
So I will grab the invoice of who shipped it to me, but it was shipped here.
Okay, yeah, like, figure that shit out so I can buy some. Because I know it's Stone Cold and, yeah, it's wrestling, but I kind of figured he would actually make a decent beer. He's always drinking beer on the damn wrestling show.
I think me and Stone Cold Steve Austin actually have a very similar palate when it comes to what we like in IPAs. Because, I mean, this isn't the perfect one. This isn't the best that I've ever had. But this is checking all the boxes that I want. Like, this is good. This is a good beer. But, and yeah, it's got his name on it. So whatever, if you're paying a premium because it's got his name on it, okay, whatever. But it's good. It's flavorful. This is okay. This would be an IPA that I could sit down and drink all day long. And it's 6.7 by volume. It means I could just sit down and drink it all day long. I wouldn't be like, it's not like a 90-minute where I have a 4-pack of it and in a couple of hours I'm sloppy and going, geez, I really shouldn't have any more, but I'm going to. These I could sit down at like a barbecue and just sit down and plow these things through. And to be perfectly honest, I was actually surprised when I cracked this can. The amount of gas in it was more than I expected. So, I've been doing the pour where you pour out all the gas. So I don't think this could be drank out of the can. It had a lot of gas in it. But the thing is, how you get that really that harsh flavor when it's super carbonated? When I poured this into the glass and pouring it, like all the gas just jumped right out of it. That was something that was also surprising. I didn't really like dump it in there. I just poured it kind of just regularly, and it really foamed up really hard. And that's why I was like, holy crap, there's a lot of gas in here. But it could have just been that the gas escaped so quick. But yeah, if you're staving off of it just because, oh god, it's Steve Austin, I don't want to do that. Try it. It's good.
I want to try it.
I've got 2 more in my fridge. You know what? I'll save one for you.
All right, I got a theory on all that gas. Something that a lot of the kids do back in the day and even today, where you pop a hole in one end and then pop the tab at the top.
Oh, shotgun.
I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't think you could shotgun this beer, not without vomiting a lot of foam. But yeah, my state, unfortunately, back to actually State of Games. My State of Games really sucks, and I'm really hoping that it's going to get better here soon. Because I bought Elite Danger, or I had Elite Dangers, but I bought all those voice packs for it, and I think I've played it maybe an hour with those voice packs. So I'm really just disappointed in myself that I spent all that money. I haven't actually done anything with it. But I was scoping out, and I've got my eyeballs on a Valve Index. I know, I see your face.
I almost bought one today.
I see your face, and I'm scoping it out. And you know what? If everything falls into place and I can get some home improvement stuff done, I think that's gonna be coming down the pipe maybe for a Christmas
gift. Absolutely, that would make more sense because they're gonna discount it pretty good. You're gonna have the big summer sale coming up, and I was like, oh, I should buy it now. No, summer sale's a couple months away. I might as well just hold off, because if it gets a $200 discount, I'm super fucking happy in buying it.
All right, I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Valve's VR system. It's called the Index.
Oh, okay.
Well, what about your state of games? What's your state of games, Zyber?
Well, yeah, I just proved myself being a streamer because I was muted and I was talking. Yeah, so my state of games has been pretty much Black Desert Online up until a few minutes ago of doing about maybe 5 minutes of Ace Combat. And doing a few test runs in COD to figure out that, yeah, my bandwidth sucks, and that's why my audio
Actually,
dumps.
I think it's your CPU that is getting choked up. I think after all of our experimentation and all of our troubleshooting, I think it turns out to be your CPU, which we can experiment with that. Do you still have COD installed?
Yes.
Take all the settings in COD and turn it down to absolutely low, so it's using absolutely nothing.
Okay.
So here's something that has disturbed me a lot with you, Zyber. Like, a lot. Don't you have a PlayStation 4 sitting right next to you?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You can play cross-play COD Warzone on your PlayStation, jump in the Discord.
I'm a elitist, goddammit. I'm not going to be a traitor like that.
You're an elitist, but what was your graphics card?
It's a 1060.
Dude, any port in the storm here, man. Any port in the storm. Just fire it up on the PS4 so we can play together and hear you.
You actually get an advantage playing against PC players when you're playing it on console. It's not cheating because it's just the slight aim assist, and it does help out because, PC players can have decked out mice and all that fucking shit, and plus, whatever. But as long as you enable crossplay, we can all play, dude. Not a big deal. Play on your PlayStation and talk to us through Discord. It would solve all the damn issues right there.
Oh, yeah, right. And all the shit talk you guys give to consolers.
No.
I've been there for those.
No, we would shit talk you. We would totally shit talk you, but you'd be able to hear it and you'd be able to respond to it.
Whoa. I'll be able to hear half of it.
The best half of it.
So I'm playing with my buddies from, middle school, and they're all playing it on console, and I don't shit talk them being on console. Shit, they're way better at the damn game than I am. I'm just piss poor at it, so I'm not gonna make fun of you for being on console, man. I don't care. As long as you're having fun and we can actually play it together and enjoy it, that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
Wait, is it crossplay for Xbox as well?
Everything.
All right, then I'd rather do it on the Xbox if I'm going to do anything, because it's closer to a PC than
you have to do it on the PlayStation.
It's free.
Dickhead.
Yeah, right? Come on, it's fucking free, dude. Just pick it up on one of the fucking consoles. I don't care if it's PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, dude. Just get it so we can talk to you in Discord and play the fucking game already.
If it's available on Switch, do that. I don't care.
All right, I'll get it on my cell phone.
I'll play.
All right, now that that's all uncomfortably taken care of, we have a couple articles.
Well, what was your state of games? I don't even remember. Oh, Ace Con. Yeah, no, I do remember. Sorry, I was drinking.
That Stone Cold beer has hit him good already.
Well, we have an article that has been shared to us in our news that is saying that 42 countries will be losing the DS and Wii U shops.
I did read this, and this sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but it doesn't suck.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I can understand, the Wii U's because, well, everybody's doing the Switch thing for the most part, but people are still utilizing the 3DS.
But they're migrating almost everything to focus on the Switch, and for them to keep the architecture up for the 3DS, and while people are still utilizing it, the numbers utilizing the Switch compared to the 3DS, meh. But also, if they drop it for the 3DS, that's going to push more people to the Switch. That's their strategy. Not to say that it's actually going to happen. That's their strategy.
Right. And I get that. I get it. I totally get it. My only thing with it, though, is like, is that going to be, okay, you're not going to have connectivity now for any online application, in-game or out-game, for the Switch, for the 3DS, rather?
No, it was just the eShop. It was just like they killed for the Wii. Like the Wii when they killed the eShop for the Wii. It was just like that.
All right, so completing games that I haven't completed that have a transfer function will still work, apparently, like, from that reasoning?
From what I read in the article, it would still like they were just shutting down the eShop, but I did read the article, but I read the whole article, I guess. Maybe if there's something in there I missed.
So I read the whole article, and they're only closing it in Latin America and the Caribbean, which are not big Nintendo markets to begin with. They are keeping Mexico 100% and Brazil 100%. They are keeping both of those networks running for everything, but they're closing. All the countries you're talking about it's Latin America and the Caribbean, where they don't have Nintendo doesn't have a strong foothold.
Yeah, but this is the same thing that they did with the Wii, though. They slowly started shutting things down. They did it in phases. It's the same thing that they did with the Wii eShop, and it's expected. I mean, the 3DS eShop has been up for a long time.
Yeah, and I guess, migration and upgrading and wanting to promote your latest contraption is a must, but it's going to be sad because there's like some games that I don't have room on my Wii U for that I'm not going to be able to get. Just like with the Wii, there's games that I paid for that I can't get, and that's what I don't like about digital games. Like when they upgrade a marketplace to something else and they can't migrate it because they don't have the license to migrate it to that new market.
Man, that is a pain. That is kind of a kick in the...
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, for the sake of moving forward, you got like Microbrew, who's like a diehard retro game fan. There's a lot of people like that. It's not just Microbrew. There's a lot of people like that. And yeah, for those people, it does kind of kick in the pants. But on the flip side of it, with the way technology is advanced, you're not completely locked out of playing those games. Like, I'm going to bring it up, and, everybody's done it at one point in time. Emulators are out there. You can use emulators. I mean, hell, there's some Nintendo games that I bought forever ago that I never beat just because I was too young and I really just couldn't do it. I picked up on emulator and I was able to play through and beat it. I mean, I still physically have the game upstairs in a box with all the rest of my games that I have sitting up.
You're worried about saying the word emulator, but I have the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, I have the Genesis Classic stuff. They're all emulator games that were legitimately sold by the company. They are a legitimate market now.
But that's a different story because those are still being licensed to you through the company. I don't know. What are you holding up, Zyber? Oh, yeah.
Pie.
Yeah, retro pies, man. They're the best thing in the world, man. I sent Stainsby one, a retro pie. So, I mean, they're fantastic. But, yeah, so, like, I can, on the one side, I can totally sympathize and be like, yeah, that sucks. You paid for those games and now you don't get to legitimately play them. But you can still play them. If you want to, there's avenues that you can use to play the game still, and you can still enjoy them, and you can still beat them, And, I mean, honestly, if anything came down to it and Nintendo came to your house and was like, dude, you pirated that game, you can't have it. Like, no, dude, I paid for it in the eShop like 2 years ago, and I haven't had a chance to play it because I've been in school, and now you gotta shut down the eShop, and I wanted to play and beat my game. Yeah, you'd probably be able to argue your way out of it.
That, and you don't know what they're saying with the new Nintendo Switch Pro. It's going to be the dual screen, the new 3DS version of or whatever. Never know. Maybe all those games port over.
See, I always hoped, which it hasn't ever happened in Nintendo since they've been doing an eShop, is full transfer of your previous purchase. To me, that would be nice as a consumer, but that's not business.
Yeah, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot that way, Because when they, the way they write the licenses and stuff like that, you're licensed for whatever console, whatever system you're on. So if they just made it a global license like that, the problem is that then emulation, they wouldn't be able to fight emulation because you would have bought a license to say, I can play this game whenever, wherever, however. So they can't do that because then that would open up the door for making pirated versions legally, at least for yourself. And I mean, there are different laws in there where you can make a copy for yourself for your own personal use. But even those, there's a lot of like kind of skirty ones that you got to be careful with.
Yeah, like all those lovely pirated games on eBay that you can buy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was actually on there the other day because I was looking for Super Metroid. And I saw this one with a label on it that I didn't recognize. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I started looking into it. And it's actually a custom ROM made from Super Metroid that they just chopped everything up and moved everything around. Totally illegal. Like, no way, shape, or form is it legal. And I'm looking at it going, they've actually spent the time and, like, burnt this to a ROM and made it playable on an actual Super Nintendo. I'm like, now that's some dedication right there. That actually might be worth $3. I don't think I should report these guys. No, they didn't get my $3, but I didn't report them either.
Yeah, there are a few times that I bought games and they said in the description that they are 100% legitimate copies of the game, not like a reproduction or a clone or anything like that. Yeah, I reported them. I got my money back. I didn't have to give the ROM back.
That reminds me of, I like back when Evanescence was big. You remember when Evanescence came out and they had the album with Bring Me to Life on? Well, that wasn't their actual first album. They had an original studio album called Origins. So I scoured all over the place looking for Origins. Eventually, I found a copy of it on Amazon. And I'm like, holy crap, I can get it. So I bought it. I ordered it. It came in. I remember I got it. I opened it up. I saw the case and I'm like, man, this is awesome. Sat in my car because I had a CD player in my car at the time. Flipped it open, put the CD in, and the CD wouldn't feed in. And what the hell's going on there? So like I gave it a little like extra push, just like gave it a little nudge, and it eventually fed through. And I'm like, well, that was odd. So it starts playing, and it's weird. It's skipping. It's jumping all over the place. I'm going, what the hell's up with this? I'm like, let me eject it. I eject it. It's jammed in my CD player. I had to tear apart my dash, pull the disc out, and at that point in time, because then I'm actually curious about what the hell happened, I actually look at the disc. It's got a sticky label on it, and it doesn't have one, not two, but it's got 3 sticky labels on it. Like they put 3 on there because they screwed up the first 2. And I'm looking at it going, what the hell is this? I literally had to tear apart my entire dash, tear apart my entire radio just to get to that damn disc. And I finally looked at it, I'm like, and then I flipped it over and I actually really looked at it. I'm like, this is a burned CDR. They sent me a burned CDR. And I'm like, I paid $38 for this. So I immediately wrote him back. I'm like, I want a refund. I'm not giving you your disc back because I've thrown it out because that's a piece of junk. Like, you're going to give me a refund and I'm not going to report you for selling pirated music. They sent me a refund and then they actually sent me an original disc. So it turns out funny. I actually ended up with the original disc and not having to pay a damn dime.
That's great.
No, I mean, you paid more than a dime, man. You had to rip out your entire fucking dash, and that's a lot of time, I'm sure.
Well, not really, since...
It depends on what car. I mean, if it was Lilo...
No, it was actually the accent. But I could tear that dash apart in about 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you should have seen all the speakers that he hit all over that car.
Well, it was actually funny because I was at work one day and I had a short because I'd wired something wrong and I couldn't start the car. So literally, I went out and I said, hey, I'm not going to take lunch today. I'm going to be outside. If you need me, just grab me. My boss comes out about 15 minutes later and my entire dash is next to the car. And I'm literally in there with a voltmeter testing wires. And he looks out and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, my car wouldn't start, so I got to fix it. And he's like, all right. And he just like literally turned around, walked inside, and I could see him standing there with his back to the door. And he was like either talking to himself or contemplating something, but I could just see him like his head shaking. And then he just, shook his hands and then walked back into the office and went back into his office. I'm like, this is their gone.
Yeah, we're talking about a guy that even had these like super bass shaker things under his seats and
bass transducers.
Yeah. Yeah, and like he didn't know they were there at first, but once he played some song with a lot of bass, your ass starts rumbling and it's like, I gotta poop.
So I found that there were these things that so you know those like IMAX theaters? You ever wondered why like the bass when it hits, it doesn't, well, like the old ones, when the bass hit, it didn't like rattle your brain, but it rattled you? Well, they put bass transducers in the seats, and they're like rumble packs. But they're attached to the speakers. You actually feed in a hot, positive and negative to them. And as the bass hits at certain frequencies, they will rumble as if they are bass. Really cool things. And they're also like, they're designed for open air vehicles like Jeeps and convertibles and stuff like that. So you can still feel that bass, but you don't lose it. Cause as soon as you open up as soon as you have an open air vehicle, all your bass is gone. So it was really meant there so that you could get that feeling of bass. And like marine, like boats and stuff like that. So I found them and I was like, all right. And, of course I went through multiple iterations of what I had in my car. So I had this extra 1,000-watt amp sitting there. And I'm like, well, I'll just hook it up to the bass transducers. So I put them underneath each seat, like the two front seats. I put them underneath and then on your back. So when the bass hit, like, what was that song from Need for Speed Underground? Get Low. My wife hates that song. But you know that song that I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Well, the bass in that song is pretty heavy. When that song would come on and the bass would hit, it would literally vibrate your testicles to the point of, like, they hurt.
True story. And if you had anything way up in the chamber, it vibrated out to make, doing a little prairie dogging.
Oh, yeah. God, those are the days where you're just, like, young and dumb.
Yeah, I remember that 4th of July, you brought the car up to D's.
Oh, yeah, and I opened up the trunks of the doors.
Yeah.
We didn't have a stereo, so I'm like, well, I got a stereo. So I literally parked the car right by where we were hanging out, opened the doors, opened the trunk, cranked up the sound, and it was downright deafening.
Yeah, and it was like a couple days after he just got on his nice Dragon decal.
Oh, yeah. I remember that car. God, that was my white boy asshole car.
Yes, and gravel roads were so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you realized he was taking it at 75 miles an hour and he was sleeping as he finally opened his eyes. Oh shit, we're on a gravel road.
Yeah, that was after I got the those shocks put in. After I did the shocks and that car drove like that car could corner like crazy. Like even at 90 miles an hour, that car could corner like crazy, and it really shouldn't have, but it did. But I did put a lot of work.
Anyways, moving on to another topic, as we digressed quite excessively. So I believe Damok shared this. The what is it? The RTX Amp-Free?
Which one?
The 3080 Ti leak.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys have actually taken a look at it or not. Have you guys looked at it at all?
I skimmed it. Earlier in the week.
You know me when it comes to leaks. I tend to not look at them. Sorry.
Okay. No, I mean, that's legitimate. The guy that's leaking them is, I don't know how you can say that you're a professional leaker, but he tends to work for somebody, whatever, and he does do pretty valid leaks over the years. He's got a really credible reputation. We shall see what comes from this, but if his specs are to be true, or at least believed, the RTX 3080 will beat the 2080 Ti. The 3080 Ti is literally 50% performance increase flat across the board as they've doubled up everything.
Yeah, but how much heat is that going to make?
So you're pretty much going to be plugged into your mainboard port compared to like the 3080.
Yeah, you're going to be plugged into the Intel card, not the 3080 at all times.
I mean, yeah. Now, how much heat is it going to produce and how much power is that thing going to like really run down? That's hard to say. He doesn't release that. He releases what most people look at. So he's looking at, obviously it's the 3080 Ti. The GPU cores are 8,192, right? That's the CUDA cores, 8,192. The 2080 Ti's CUDA cores is 4,352.
So you're saying it's going to be 3 dim wide.
Yeah, 3 dim wide.
I'm just I look at those specs and I go, I mean, they're impressive. They really are. They're impressive. But man, I just got to look at it and go, how much is this going to draw? How much heat is this going to make in my box? Because this has got it.
As much as you want, because I'm not going to use lube.
But I'm saying, like...
It depends. It really, really depends. Because if the rumors previously are to be believed, that means NVIDIA partnered up with Samsung to use the EUV technology to drop their die shrink from 14 to 7 nanometers. And if it goes 7 nanometers, heat's not a problem at all whatsoever.
I know. I don't know. I'm skeptical. But you know me, whenever it comes to leak stuff, I'm always skeptical.
True, and that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for it if that's to be true, but you know what? We're going to find out on the 14th anyways.
That I'm excited for, because that's going to be the telltale, and that's where I'm very excited. That's where I'm going to be.
All right, fair enough. Just keep your eyes peeled for the actual facts. The 14th of this month, correct?
Correct. The other article is actually about... the big announcement from NVIDIA is coming on the 14th, right? They canceled GTC 2020, they postponed it when it was supposed to happen in, I believe, February, and now they have it. It's May 14th, and even if it doesn't go off, NVIDIA is still streaming their announcement all over every streaming platform at this point in time, because they have a major, exciting update that they want to share with the world, and they can't hold back anymore because they got to get everybody ready to fucking dig into their wallets and get that money ready for the launch of the 3080s.
Right, but I can imagine that this is going to be another one of those cards that's like $2,500 to $4,000.
So if we're looking at it, no. If they did use the EUV technology to do a die shrink from 14 to 7 nanometers, and they're using the Samsung process, it literally cuts the card's cost in almost half. So not only does it help us out as consumers with the heat, but it cuts the production cost of the cards down significantly. And the new EUV technology is pretty fantastic, and Samsung is using it for a lot of their stuff, and it has significantly cut their costs because they use UV technology, but now this is the EUV technology, and it is all about reducing costs so they can get it out. NVIDIA, over the course of the COVID-19 outbreak, right, has been making record profits along with AMD, right, but they're only selling in their mid-range. They're still not raking in that $1,200. Everybody's already shown that, yeah, there are high-grade enthusiasts that will buy it. I want one, but I won't spend $1,200 on it. The $800 price range, the $900 price range is as far up as I'm going, and I think NVIDIA is starting to realize that. And that might be where the 3080's at, which is still a little bit better than the 2080 Ti. The 3080 Ti may be in the $1,000 price range. Hopefully not.
All right, fair enough. But like you said, for myself, I'm at the 450 price range. So that's where AMD comes in to me and is like, okay, that's where I'm going to go. I mean, from the articles and shit that I've read and seen video-wise on YouTube with those cards, okay, that's suitable to me for my price range.
Oh, yes.
Anytime I think of NVIDIA, I think of the $1,800 to $5,000 video cards.
Those are Quattro cards, man. The fuck? But anyways, aside from that, I know where you're coming from, and this is the most exciting part, and I think this is why NVIDIA is really jumping the gun and pushing for it. They're trying to make their announcement before AMD and Intel make their announcement. That's why, if you read the articles very closely, the keynote that they're launching is already pre-recorded. Specifically, they say in every article it's a pre-recorded keynote to have a massive audience and all of that. They are going to release it at the same time across the board. It's already announced and it's just sitting, waiting to be released to all of us. And I bet they're going to try and beat AMD and they're going to try and beat Intel so that everybody gets hyped up for their cards before AMD announces the new, I don't know what AMD's new architecture is, and whatever the hell Intel has been holding. It's going to be fun.
Right. I remember when you shared that article on Intel. I'm actually quite interested in what they're going to be doing with that, if it's going to be as seamless as they were saying in that article.
We shall see. I'm super excited for it. And I don't care which one actually does the best. I just want to see competition because I think that we all win.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Like, I want Intel to come out swinging hard. I want AMD to keep swinging hard because that means more competition, drives the price lower, means we win.
Until there's a new crypto.
No, they've been designing cards to not do that anymore. So
The graphics cards still mine cryptocurrencies really well, but you can buy the ASIC machines now, and they're about the same cost as a graphics card. They're lower heat, lower power, and they mine like 10 times the amount of a graphics card. They cost quite a bit more, but if you're trying to actually mine stuff, graphics card's not the way to go anymore. The return's not worth it anymore, especially with Bitcoin being fluctuating.
All right, that's good. That's really good to hear. But on to other news. We have something that I shared that I thought was kind of comical and funny and a fun little read. Does alcohol go bad?
yes,
Yeah, dude.
but who cares?
Oh, I care significantly. When you have that cold beer and then it gets warm and then it goes cold again, it's skunked, man. I can't drink it. That's bad beer.
Yeah, but like it all depends on what you're drinking also. There are some things that last longer than others, like rums for, say, vodkas and stuff like that. The shelf life is a little bit longer after opening it. But from the article, it all depends on temperature and light, on how fast something's going to go.
I don't care if my beer got warm, went cold, got warm again. If I'm thirsty and I want a buzz, I'll drink friggin' battery acid. And we've seen me do it.
Hashtag purple
peach. My God. That was such dude, the concoction.
Yes, the concoction was something also.
If Nolan didn't... If Nolan actually grabbed the concoction, somebody would have died that night versus the nitroglycerin. Somebody almost died that night.
Yeah, that that was, I'm still stammering from that night.
Yeah, and that was the same night where you coined the famous term, hoodie.
Yes, hoodie.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a friend of mine, the day before mailed me out from the city Cradle of Filth hoodie, and I got it the day of this party, and I didn't want to get vomit all over it, so I was like, yeah, somebody needs to get this hoodie off, but all I could get out is hoodie off.
Yeah, he didn't get out. He didn't get out, somebody needs to get this hoodie off me. He just said, hoodie, and he stared at Gurr. And Gur's just staring at him, and Zyber throws his arms up in the air, and he goes, hoodie, like that. And Gur caught on of, oh crap, I gotta get that off.
Gur caught on, but he walked away. Then Travis came over and he was like, dude, let me get that fucking off ya. Travis took it off, and I ran into the back bathroom off of the kitchen, and I hacked up Scorpion.
Oh, yeah, that was when you shot the Scorpion. Speaking of Dame.
Yeah, it was like after polishing that bottle and eating the fucking bug.
Speaking of Scorpion, Damok, you and I got a bottle of tequila we got to make through.
Yeah, dude, I've had quite a bit of it when we were playing fucking D&D at your place, but I didn't want to kill your Scorpion vodka and be a dickhead, man.
Well, I found where I can actually order it and get a whole bottle of it, so I'm not too...
Oh, well, then never mind, man. Fuck you. Next time we play D&D, it's mine.
And it's tequila, not vodka.
It tastes like scotch.
Yeah, it tastes like scotch. Like, I have this Casamigos tequila, and it also tastes like scotch. It's really good.
Well, I guess it's not I guess it's tequila, but it's mezcal. It's like a special kind.
Yeah, it's Casamigos mezcal, and it tastes like fucking like shoe leather, man. It's good.
Oh yeah.
All right, next in line, I shared this thing that I thought was pretty cool. This dude took a Game Boy Color, I believe it was, or maybe it was just a Game Boy, and turned it into a AC controller.
Like Assassin's Creed or air conditioning?
No, air conditioner controller.
That's actually pretty boss.
Yeah, he took a ROM, did whatever he needed to do to it, and now with his Game Boy, because of the infrared transferring node that's in it, he can control something like air conditioner unit. I love little like nonsense mods like that, using something that it wasn't originally made for. But going to length to do that and converting it to like a different type of power source and whatnot. I love modding. I do. I love everything about modding.
Yeah, the thing that people come up with of like how do you stare at a Game Boy and go, I'm going to make that so I can control my AC with. Like, did it start off with, damn, the AC controller's broken? And he had a Game Boy in his hand and just looked at it and said, I wonder if I can do this. Yeah, I'm going to try this. I think I could do this.
Right, or maybe it was just one of those people, it wasn't broken, but he kept on losing it. But he never lost his Game Boy. He always knew where his Game Boy was.
Was it one of those type of people where he's sitting there going, I think I can control my AC with my Game Boy, man. I think I can do it.
Yeah, I think you just nailed it on the head. That totally now does seem like a circle of like stoners sitting around and one guy going, hey man, I got a great idea for this Game Boy. Yep, I'm going to turn it into a controller for my AC.
That's exactly how it had to go down. Like I could literally see some of our friends from back in the day. Like I'm not going to mention names. JR.
Oh God, yes.
I could see like that happening. Like just sitting around being like, I think we could do this. Like, well, yeah, it can happen, but why? Why not? Yeah, okay, good point. Let's do it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And now that we jumped down that rabbit hole, it's even cooler. That, like, in my head, that it was probably a stoner project.
Yeah, like, it's like, look, some of these best projects that people come up with, they're not sober when this epiphany comes to them. They're under some sort of influence. Whether they're taking depression meds or they're lighting up on weed, or, you know, is that they're a bum sitting in an alley, smoking some crack, something.
Speaking of bums smoking crack, not to get political, but it's on the cusp of it. The Pentagon officially releases UFO videos.
Whoa, way too political for the show. Whoa. No, I'm joking. UFOs are awesome.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It, like, falls into that nerdy realm, sci-fi, whatever, but, like, I thought it was cool that they're saying, okay, cool, there's UFOs, but I also think the darker side of what if they're trying to pull people out for mental health.
Hold on. Now you got to keep in mind.
They did this in the 50s. This is not the first time the government's confirmed UFOs.
Okay, but hold on. Here you got to take one quick step back, because as soon as you say UFOs, immediately people think aliens. What does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object. This could literally have been anything. This could have been Billy Bob in the backyard wrapping a friggin' potato in aluminum foil and launching it out of a cannon.
A gas cannon, to be exact.
This could have been Jim Bob making a railgun in his backyard and launching an aluminum friggin' Budweiser can. It'd be Bush. An aluminum Bush can into orbit.
No, it would be Natty.
Homemade drones is a big one. Like, we've been seeing a whole bunch of people modify drones with rocket propellers, and, like, they are taking off like crazy. But, I mean, so the Pentagon has come out and they've said this, and I'm sorry to all of my Facebook friends, you're fucking morons if you're actually thinking this the first time the government has said that UFOs exist. They did Project Blue Book for the Air Force, where they determined if UFOs are a threat to national security in 1952, right? It went all the way into the 60s. I think it got canceled in 1969. They've admitted that UFOs exist. They've never said aliens. Nothing about aliens. So all the people going, the Pentagon has finally said it. You're morons. But the good stuff, the new videos coming out, that shit looks like a fucking homemade drone. A rocket-propelled fucking drone. It's awesome. The videos look great. Homemade drone.
Dude, and the thing that I love is that when you think about the amount of debris and shit we've got orbiting this planet from stuff that we've launched up there. You know, you get a piece of metal that's been floating around there for the past couple of decades, and all of a sudden it decides, you know what, I'm just going to drop into Atmo. All of a sudden this thing's dropping into Atmo, and you're looking at it going, oh my god, it's a UFO. You see that trail, and then bam, it's gone. You're like, where is it? It's not big enough to show up on friggin' radar. It just drops out of the sky, creates a whole bunch of disturbance because it's hitting a whole lot of friction, melts out, and then boom, it's gone. And people freak out.
But also, like, big enough crowds of birds will show up on radar.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that'll show up on radar. But I'm just saying, like, there's those type of things that will make it seem like, holy crap, it's a UFO. Yeah, it's a UFO. It's an unidentified, well, technically for the space debris, it would be a falling object, but, it's really hard to determine between flying and falling.
So as of January 2019, there's an estimated 128 million pieces of debris smaller than 1 centimeter circling the Earth right now. And that's smaller than 1 centimeter. There's hundreds of millions of pieces of debris circling the atmosphere.
It's a junkyard up there, man. Like, it is literally a junkyard up there. I'm actually super surprised that the space stations, the satellites, and all that other shit that we launch up there doesn't get just grounded from all the shit that's got to be pelting it.
Oh man, that's why Elon Musk's new thing, the new satellite internet, it doesn't go that far into the atmosphere. It's very low ordering because he said there's too much debris and there's too many satellites there. Everything will fucking collide.
Yeah, like that was what the fuck was? Oh, Kerbal Space Station. Every time I launch something up there,
space station
or space program. Sorry, space program.
There you go.
Okay, I gotta say this. I said these are an all-day drinker. I'm halfway through my second one. These things actually hit pretty fucking hard, dude. Like, it's good. Like, this may not be my favorite IPA, but this is in my top 5 right now.
Damn, dude, I want to drink one.
Yeah, I hope you like it, because I really do. And it might just be that I haven't been drinking a lot lately, that I'm just enjoying it, but it's got that right amount of bitter. And I like bitter. I really like bitter. Like, the 60-minute IPA, to me, tastes way more bitter than the 120-minute IPA, to me.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. It tastes way more bitter, and I can enjoy the 60. I'm not the biggest fan of the 90 unless I'm actually looking for something that's just smooth all the way through.
Yeah, the 90s are silly.
I like the 75 more.
I think I only ever tried a 75 once. I don't know if I've actually sat down.
I like the maple note. Personally, that's the only thing that I like about it. I like the maple.
Oh, yes, yeah. I don't like maple that much. That's probably why I didn't like 75. Like, I'm okay with maple. It's not something that really tops the chart for me. But yeah, like these, I may not have 2 left because these are good. These are really good.
Man, drink them down. We'll get some more.
Yeah, I'll pull the thing out of the, after the show. Make sure to grab me and I'll grab it out because these are really yummy.
No, man. Have it. Drink it and we'll get some more. It'll be all good.
No. Remind me to get the sheet where the invoice that it came from so I can tell you where I got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we definitely fucking need that.
All right, what's the next article, man?
That was it for articles.
No, you're missing one.
We are? What one?
Meet the Virginia teen who created the bird bot fueling the Nintendo Switch hoarders. I didn't read the article, but if I find the kid, I'm going to whoop his fucking ass.
Wait, you say bird bot?
Yeah, they're calling it bird bot.
What the hell's a bird bot?
Let's see. It's a faster than human digital tool to help you buy something in demand as soon as it's available online. Toilet paper, maybe, but not so much. It's more for electronics, webcams, and Nintendo Switches, said Birdbot himself. Okay, so the guy calls himself Birdbot. His program's called Birdbot. It's been, quote-unquote, all the buzz in the tech media from Vice to Forbes because it helps you sneak past the digital walls of stores such as Walmart and Best Buy, letting you cut in line. It's just a fucking shitty-ass tool used to snipe people real fast if you're trying to buy something online.
This guy's a smeghead.
Like I said, and if I find out, because he went to T.C. William High School in Alexandria. They haven't said his name. Oh, no, they say Nate. His name is Nate. He's a junior. I'll whoop his ass if I find him.
All right. That's a very dick move. Very, very dick move. We just recently, in all of our stores, got 2 Switches. We're at 2 Switches, and they're the Switch Lites.
Yeah.
A month in the stores.
I'm stoked I got my Switch before all this happened.
Dude, I sniped that one Switch from fucking not Best Buy, but Target right at the very end. I'm so excited.
I want to go get another one because I want to get, I bought this used, so I want to actually get a brand new one so I can have a brand new one. But yeah. Oh, hey, I found it. I'm not going to say this on the air, but yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. We should be good then.
All right. Yeah. I kind of need a new Switch. Mine does a overheat thing while in dock, but it seems to be fine handheld, and I don't like playing it handheld, so there's that. And I can't find one. I can find a light, but I don't want a light, so there's that dilemma.
Yeah, I don't want a light either. That's why I held out, because they had a light available. But I mean, this is almost 2 months ago. How long have we been in quarantine? 2 months now? Jesus. Yeah, I got mine right at the very end, right before they sold out of everything, and I got super lucky. I was checking their website when I got home, and I just scrolled through, and it said they had limited availability, ran to the damn store, and I had the last one. They had like 15 that came in, and I got the last one.
Yeah, I love when there's an item and you're looking online and it says this store has it in. You call the store, they have it in, but they will not buy to hold, buy to ship.
Yeah, I mean, I just ran into that problem literally today over the last couple of days, and then today, finally. I've been trying to get a Xbox One controller so that I can play Ace Combat 7 without... And you know what, Steam and Valve, I love you, and I love the Steam controller for a lot of games, but it fucking sucks when it comes to Ace Combat 7. You have to have the two actual damn Joy-Con. I went everywhere.
Analogs?
Analogs, there you go. Yeah, I call them Joy-Cons now because I'm so for the Switch and I don't even play it. Yeah, I got the analog controls, and you need two of those, and it's made a world of difference playing the game now, but I couldn't find it anywhere. GameStop is sold out. All 5 GameStops that are close to me and the ones that are 50 miles away are sold out of all Xbox One controllers. Target, all the Targets within 50 miles of me are sold out of Xbox One controllers. All Best Buys within 50 miles of me are sold out. Guess what? I can't even order an Xbox One controller from Amazon, no matter what stupid fucking color that I choose. It's always unavailable, or it's by a third party and they went $120 for it. And I'm like, holy crap. I went to Target. I bought a third-party controller. I don't know the name, but it's the cheaper version of the Xbox Elite controller. It comes with a really nice carrying case, a box, and all these extra little gidgets. I don't know. I just want it. It's great. I'm loving it, but holy crap, dude. It's bad just to buy a controller right now.
Okay, Cecil just shared something that I absolutely love, and that's Kirk and Sweeney rum. I absolutely love their rum. All of them. I haven't had the special reserve, but the 12, 18, and 23, I fucking love them.
If this place has Methuselah rum, like, that's happening. Drunk Steven is making an order. Oh shit, I can't say that so loud. Yeah, Drunk Steven is going to make an order.
Yeah, dude, don't say it too
All right,
loud.
I'll hide your statement.
I already got you to buy Ace Combat, man.
I know.
She's going to kill me if you spend any more.
No, but if it's got Methuselah, like, that's happening, because it was a 21-year-old Methuselah rum. Oh, god damn. Like, me and my brother literally sat down one night and drank that entire bottle between the two of us. And then I cracked into the Kirk and Sweeney 23, but...
I'm looking at the Broken Skull IPA on it. It's $3.99 per can of 16 ounce.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's actually not bad at all.
No.
So, you're saying it's good. Do I need to order 6?
Honestly, a 4-pack. It came in a 4-pack to me. I think a 4-pack is just enough to get a good flavor. And if you like it, then you order some more.
Well, it sells it one at a time, though. So I didn't see the 4-pack.
Well, like, what it came to me was in a 4-pack, like, it was in a 4-pack carrier. So I don't know whether they just sold it that way because my brother ordered 4. I don't know. They don't have Methuselah, which is disappointing, Guardian. Ooh, what do they have?
All right.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, just a heads up, you've lost me. Like, I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, I guess in that aspect of things, we are at an hour recorded.
It's $26.31 in shipping. So total for 8 cans would be $56.57. Is it worth it?
I'm going to bring you a can. I'm saving you a can. So hold off. I'm going to bring you a can. You try it. If you think it's worth it, order it up.
All right, sounds good.
All right, know what else sounds good? Damok, where can we find you?
Exclusively trolling the G.N.A. Discord. I don't think you can find me anywhere else except for maybe in the skies, Space Combat, or deep in the wilderness of space and Elite Dangerous, or playing one of the other games that I have purchased because it has had some really good sales and I've been playing games.
And Cecil, how about you? Where can we find you if you're not doing schoolwork?
Oh, yes, they do have Methuselah. Wait, what? What'd you say? I'm sorry, dude. Like, Yeah,
I
heard you. I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you. You can find me at Cecil vs. Games on Twitter, Cecil Xavier everywhere else, Facebook, Twitch, Ustream, Mixer, all over the place. I mean, you could. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really hanging out on Facebook right now. I think Facebook has turned. It turned like MySpace. Yeah, it turned MySpace
Toxic.
styles toxic. Like there's just some heinous shit going on there, and I'm just. I don't know. I took a step back, so I'm on Facebook, but I don't really respond on Facebook. Sorry, but you can find me a whole bunch of other places. But yeah, come check me out. I'm in the Discord as well. G.N.A's Discord, Josh of All Trades, or Josh Trades, TPCs. I'm in some pretty obscure Discords too. I think I actually left Geek Squatches. Yeah, I think I did finally bail out of Geek Squatches because, like, literally there hadn't been any talk in there since, like, last July or something. I'm like, well, no point in me hanging around here anymore. And maybe now they're talking now that I'm left. Maybe they're like, oh, God, that guy finally left. Thank God. But yeah, where can people find you at, Zyber?
Well, people find me haunting our Discord. They can find me also palling around on the Twitter. Not so much like you, the Facebook, but I do check the G.N.A. Facebook, not my personal one. I check the G.N.A. Twitter as well as my Twitter, and you can also find me on Instagram at ZYBERBLOOD. That's Zyberblood. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the show. G.N.A. Games, Nerds, and Alcohol. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show, so if you enjoy listening to us, let other people know. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Podcast Addict, Player FM, Stitcher, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and a whole bunch of other places. If we aren't someplace, let us know. We'll upload there.
You can also follow us on Twitter or Facebook by searching at G.N.A. Podcast. You can also join our Discord chat. Just see the pinned tweet.
We do a game show night every first Saturday of every month on Mixer at www.mixer.com/G.N.A. podcast.
Join us every Wednesday night at 19:30 Eastern Time on Cast.gg for Anime Night, hosted by Blue Shark 45.
And join us every second Saturday of the month for Horror Movie Night, hosted by Zyberblood.
We want to thank Morgan BS Photography for our artwork and logo. Check him out at morganbs.com.
And please email us at GNApodcast@GNAinyourdNA.1 with all your questions, comments, or death threats. We would love to hear from you.
And I would like to thank both of you fine gentlemen for joining me on the show tonight. And hey, Damok, how can people find us again if they want to check us out?
You've all taken your headphones off, so this takes the fun out of everything. But it's still a lot of fun to do anyways. .com or GNApodcast.com. Fuck it.
All right, thank you, fine sir, for giving us that robust website, which I know we gotta get some work done on it.
Eventually.
It looks kind of sad, but we're all sad inside.
We're very sad.
So, gentlemen, again, thank you, and you all have a stellar night and a great weekend.
Rock on. Have a good night, man.
You too. I had a lot of fun talking a bunch of shit.